We're going to change the brake pads in the Toyota Yaris, so we're going to start off by taking the front wheel off. So we're going to start off by loosening the wheel nuts. We're not going to take them off though. Next, we're going to jack up the car. And then place an axle stand underneath. Then lower it onto the axle stand. And then leave the jack there for a little bit of support. Now we can fully remove the wheel nuts and remove the wheel. Once you've got the last one removed, just lift the wheel away. So we've got a 14mm socket and we're going to break this bolt free. Then we've got this one and another one at the bottom. So there's a nut here. If it starts to spin, put a spanner on it, but most of the time you should be okay. So get like a little hook or something that you can hang onto the coil spring, slide the brake caliper out, get the hook and put it onto the caliper and then hang it onto the coil spring. So get the brake pads and just pull them out. They shouldn't be that tight in there. If they are, then you can use a screwdriver or something to just pry it out. So take the outer one away and then do the same with the inner one, and that way you've got the brake pads out. The inner one has a brake wear indicator, so if this bit comes in contact with the disc, it will make a scraping noise to sort of tell you to change your brake pads. It hasn't happened on this one yet. So now we're going to get some brake cleaner. We're going to spray the area and just clean it up with a tissue. Just getting off all the old brake dust and dirt that's been collected over the years. So these caliper guide pins should come out freely. If they're not, then pull them out. There's like a little lip around there, and just pull them out, and then you can clean them up and put some new silicone paste on them. Here you can see it's a little bit dirty, so we'll give them a clean. So just get a tissue and wipe it down. And get some silicone paste and then just put it around. Once you've got it all covered, then you just slide it back in. And do the same for the bottom one. So pull it out, give it a clean. You can see all the dirt that was on it. Then get some silicone paste and just cover it again. Put it in and then just slide it. in. So now we're going to get the new brake pad, and we're going to put a little bit of copper grease on the little ends of the pad. Just like that, so that way it slides on easier. So we're going to do the same on this side as well, so just put a little bit of grease just on the little ends. You don't want to get any of it on the actual brake pad or on the actual disc. So you can put that in place. Usually it helps if you do it at a bit of an angle like that, and then push it and twist it as you're doing it. That usually just helps it on a little bit easier. Do the same for the back one. The back one that we're going to have on the inside that's going to touch the actual caliper, we're going to have is the one with the little wear sensor. So just do the same. And do the same on the other side. Make sure you didn't get any on the actual pad, and just put it in and twist it as you're pushing it on. Push the brake piston back. We're just going to clean up the caliper the same as what we did with the actual carrier, so we're just going to spray it with brake cleaner and wipe it down. So next, get one of the old brake pads and just put it in the caliper like that. Then you've got a couple of options, because we're going to try and compress the piston. So you can get something like this, which is a brake rewind tool. So if you put a flat one, then you can put it in there and it can push the piston back. If you don't have one of those, you can use a big pair of pliers to grab the brake pad and the piston and then just squeeze it together. Get it like this and just squeeze. And now the piston's pushed back. So now that you've got the piston pushed all the way back, just put it on and slide it onto the brake pads, so that all fits in. And then get your 2 bolts and put it into the bracket where you took it off from. Just do it hand tight for now, and do the same with the top one. That's it, and then we're going to get the torque wrench and torque it up. Just before we do that, just remove the hook from the coil spring and now get the torque wrench out. So the 2 bolts are torqued down to either 25 Newton meters or 32 Newton meters, depending on whether you've got the Japanese or the French one. The Japanese is 25 and the French built ones are 32. Get your wheel and put it on. And start doing up some of the nuts by hand. Start doing them up. Now we're going to lower the car down and then we're going to torque up the wheels. So the wheel nuts get torqued down to 103 Newton meters. So once you've done that and torqued all the wheels up, just get the centre cap and put that back on. Now do the other side as well. So then once you've done both sides, then you just need to press the brake pedal a few times. It's gonna go down quite far when you first press it, but press it a few times just to get pressure back in the system, and then you're done.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want more.